the biggest debate over the weekend, I think, and sort of the one side sees it one way, the other side sees it the other, is Donald Trump closing this campaign strong, or is he a disaster? Right? The Lincoln Project view is he's lost his mind. He's rambling. He's grasping. He's going to close McDonald's and avoiding questions about the minimum wage. Republicans are seeing event after event that demonstrates strength and momentum. So Andrew Sullivan, not a Republican, but someone who's been pretty bearish on Kamala Harris, says the Al Smith dinner, the Arnold Palmer yarn, the McDonald's shtick, he's on a roll. If you think these things hurt him, you really need to get out more. He's as foul as ever, but he's charming the country one more time and out campaigning Harris by a mile. I'm beginning to wonder if this election will be close at all. So, guys, before you respond to this question of if Trump is doing great or crappy, let's look at some highlights from his recent events, including the McDonald's. For those of you who missed it, you should watch the whole thing. But take a look at 104, please.
Just go like that.
We will give them salt pancakes.
What's your sucker? They look like they were. How are you? Nice to see you. That's great. Thank you, man. Appreciate all Thank you very much. Fantastic. Hello. Hi, boy. How are you? Your new baby. How are you? Doing great. How are you? So this is compliments of me, okay?
Taxes continue to go up, and sometimes you feel like you're in a losing battle.
I know.
Because it's just tax after tax.
I know this place even better than you.
I'm sure you do.
I know this place with the taxes and tax certiorari.
That's the Steelers game last night. Dan, I know you're fair-minded about this, unlike people with Trump derangement syndrome. Is he closing strong or is he a mess?
He's closing strong. I mean, he is out and about. I mean, we're talking about trying to turn out young black men. He's in a black barbershop. He's going to an NFL football game, working in McDonald's. I will say if, a Democrat was in a starched white shirt and had shut it down, we would never hear the end of it. But no, he's doing well. I will say, though, the Arnold Palmer joke probably doesn't help him with Republican, women that he's trying to hold in his column. But, overall, this is good stuff. And he has a history of closing well.
Sean.
I'll associate my my comments with the gentleman from New York. I think he's the McDonald's thing is great. I love everyone whining about, oh, well, the orders were predetermined. It's like, it's all about imagery. This is what campaigns do on both sides. I thought it was fantastic. Him showing
the photo op didn't have enough verisimilitude.
Well, look, I think he is. I mean, if he can keep staying right in this lane, it's going to be a great.
Okay,
night.
but Sean, let me devil's advocate this. Okay, so we heard for months that Republicans wanted to talk about the economy and inflation. I didn't ever hear them say they wanted to talk about the economy, inflation, and Arnold Palmer's junk. So why is this not a crisis that he's getting coverage for things that aren't about the economy and inflation?
You get 4 out of 5. That's not bad. It's still an 80. Look, I mean, as Dan said, like, if you think that Trump is suddenly going to be like, coming out of St. Michael's or St. Patrick's on Sunday morning and, after confession, you're nuts. It's Trump. But I mean, this is who he is. And I think he's the Pittsburgh Steelers game, the rally. I mean, he's on fire. He is who he is. I don't think anyone's going, I didn't think he was a little offensive or crude. That's Donald Trump. But he also sat there at the McDonald's and it played really well. I think he got really well received at the Steelers game. I wish New Hampshire was at play and he could be at a Patriots game, but that's not going to happen this season. So, but I mean, again, if you're asking me, am I anything coming out of this weekend I worry about? No.
Well, I also just think at this point, he doesn't need to talk about the economy to some extent. Like, I think just like the Harris campaign is like, we're kind of done with that. Now we're going to try to scare the hell out of you about him. And he's trying to show you, like, I'm one of you. I get you. I eat fast food. I watch football on Sunday night. And, I'll be happy to hang out in a barbershop and, talk about how much the economy sucks and is hurting you. And it's two different tracks.